Hi, we live on the air with Kerri Kannan. How you doing today?
Hi, awesome. Thank you, Pedro, for having me.
We appreciate you taking out the time and doing this short interview.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, okay. Today's interview, I want to ask you a few questions about consciousness alignment.
Yes.
Can you please explain to our listeners what is consciousness alignment?
Well, a lot of people believe that what's put out is what's get back. In other words, that a lot of people believe in the law of attraction, and there's a lot involved in that. And the law of attraction is valid, but it tells us that we don't already have, and we aren't already that thing that we're trying to attract into our lives. And what a consciousness alignment will do for someone is it will remove all of the negative ideas, beliefs, things that are in the way of a person realizing, how wealthy they are, how beautiful they are, how awesome they are. And what I do is I imprint them using my voice with real new consciousness. I've worked 22 years on my own personal development and have gotten to a point where I can remove the negative attractors in somebody's consciousness and align them with their goals, dreams, purpose, and their fulfillment.
That's really incredible. So, as a standpoint of how many successful cases of consciousness alignment have you experienced?
I only realized that I had this gift probably about 8 months ago, and then I started working with individuals, and immediately everybody who I worked with was noticing the shift as I was speaking. And then I was doing groups, and I don't know how many people have listened to, so far, but from all of the feedback that I've gotten from people, everybody who I have done one for has just been astounded at the shifts that have happened. And it's not like let's say somebody's working on wealth and abundance. It's not like you're sitting on your bed and a treasure chest is going to land on your bed. What I'm doing is I actually help somebody to shift their consciousness so that naturally they start aligning with different circumstances and experiences that show them that those different things are coming into their lives, and they notice different outcomes in their experience.
Wow, that's incredible about deep personal development. How long you been doing this for, Miss Kerri?
I calculated this. I'm 44 right now, and I've been working on my personal development since I was 22. And I realized that I had this gift, within the last 8 months or so. So it's taken me, I guess, 22 years to get to this point.
Incredible. I see that you do one-on-one cases too. If someone was interested, how would they could contact you about doing one-on-one cases?
They could go to my website, which is healingcenter.com, all one word, and they can find options there. I have some digital content, and I also do private one-on-one sessions as well.
You heard that. To all our listeners, if you want one-on-one sessions, go ahead and check out the website. We live on the air with Miss Kerri Kannan. Definitely. I see that you're calling from the Northeast. How's the weather up there?
Oh, it's like hot and cold, and now there's so much pollen in the air, it looks like it's snowing.
Incredible. It's pretty hot down here. I think it's time for the ACs.
Yeah, we need AC too. Absolutely.
Definitely. Can if other listeners or people was interested in hearing your past shows or your video commentary, where would you send them?
You can also look up Kerri Kannan. My first name is KerriKannan on YouTube, and go to Consciousness Alignment, and you'll find a bunch of videos that I've created, and you can just listen. Some of them are just a couple minutes long. Some of them are a little bit longer, and you can get an idea of what can be done, on the group level, sort of more generically, and people have had really great responses from that. And then that will allow you to know if it's something that would work for you, if you wanted to do something privately. So I highly encourage that. There are a couple on there. There's some on deck. There's one on New Beginnings, which is probably about 20 minutes long, that will really shift you. Oh, and if you go to my website, there is a free download that you can get that will remove the 100 most negative attractors in your life and replace that with something better. So the 100 most limiting beliefs and attractors in your life, you can sign up and get that on my website as well. That's absolutely free.
And tell us once again the website so they could get this free download.
That is healingcenter.com.
You heard it first on WSGZ Radio. Log on to www.healingcenter.com and get your free download. Consciousness alignment. A new beginning. Explain what is a new beginning after the experience of consciousness alignment.
Well, when I did the new beginning one, that was around Easter time, so we were coming into spring. And what I did for that one is I touched on wealth, health, love, and fulfillment. And I removed in that generically the negative attractor fields that are keeping people, in states of lack, and those, in financial and relationships and fulfillment and health-wise, and I replaced that with something better, with something more inspiring, uplifting, that brings people more in alignment with what they want their lives to be. So that's the one that I did for New Beginnings, and that's about 20 minutes long. So that would give people a really, really good idea, and it would help you shift. A lot of times I get feedback from people that while I'm speaking, they actually feel different sensations in their body. They may feel a pain in a part of their body. They may feel a heat. They may feel like a tingling or a vibration in their body. Because what's happening is as I request or something to happen within somebody's consciousness itself, or God, or whatever you want to call it, is actually doing that. The consciousness that lives in, through, and as you is actually moving and shifting at my request. So it's a really phenomenal process, and people are just amazed by it, and it gets really phenomenal results. Not like, that day you win $1 million, but you notice little things. Like if people lose weight, they'll notice that they go to the store and they no longer want to buy junk food, or they just notice that their clothes are fitting differently, just naturally. I do this so that it's a natural process, and people notice natural shifts and changes.
Definitely. It sounds like it could be used on a very good use on positive notes, such as troubled children, such as
yeah, it can be used.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, it can be used for anything. People are having like troubled teens or relationship issues, or whatever that is. It can be used, in any way that any idea that you have, where you think that you would like to use it, it can be used. Any idea within consciousness is a valid idea. So it can be used any way that anybody wants to use it. It's very specific to anyone's circumstance. It can be used.
Oh, incredible. One more question before we go. Okay, what are the difference of consciousness alignment and pure meditation?
Well, in consciousness alignment, a lot of times with pure meditation, you're working on your own stuff. And you've got your own blocks. They're in the way. Like you may ask, but then, the doubts and the beliefs and the conditioning that you have can get in the way. With the consciousness alignment, because it's coming from, me, I don't prejudge anybody else's condition. So when it comes from somebody else, it doesn't even have to be me, but when it comes from somebody else who knows and can honor the truth of who you really are, that consciousness itself, the totality of everything, that expansive, that expansive way of being that expansive, conscious awareness, and can validate that for you and know the truth of that for you and hold that truth, then from that person's consciousness, shifts can happen. I find that when I'm trying to do it for myself, because I have my own blocks, it doesn't work as quickly as it does for people who I do it for, because, you know, they've all got our own stuff. But when I can hold that thought or that consciousness or that idea or belief for somebody else, because I'm not attached to somebody else's stuff, it can happen more quickly for them, because I'm holding that for them.
Incredible. I'm loving it. We definitely want you back on the show on June 23rd. Can you look in your calendar and see if you could come back?
WSGZ.
Do you know what day of the week that is?
Actually, I'm sorry. It has to be a Tuesday and Wednesday, right? So let's make it for the 19th.
Alright, awesome. I'm there.
WSGZ.
No, I apologize. Let's make it for June 23rd. That's a Tuesday.
Okay. Alright.
Okay,
I can do that. Absolutely.
What we want you to do is call us once a month and provide awareness of consciousness alignment. Definitely, man. We
I would
love
that.
Yeah, we would love to have you part of WSGZ over here, because I really believe in consciousness alignment, definitely, man. And I believe in meditation. I believe in positivity. If you could use all three of them, then some people could heal. So
Yes. And invite people to ask questions. I can do them specific for people on the air. So, if somebody wants to send in a question, I'll absolutely do that.
no problem. Definitely, we're gonna take care of you.
WSGZ exclusive bangers.